Hello, welcome friends today, and we have an interesting topic to discuss today, and this is regarding fashion. And you know that fashion is very important aspect of our lives because if we look good most of the time, we also feel good. But there are stages where, especially when we are talking in the context of India, there is a fashion evolution in India. And I thought I'll just take you to these memory lanes of fashion industry, which is quite popular now because if you, even in other countries also, people appreciate Indian fashions, saris, salwar kurtas, ghagras, cholis, and all that is they're very, very popular and in. Sometimes even on Miss World, Miss Universe platform, these Indian dresses are being used to showcase the fashion. So coming to the today's topic, which is city street to the countryside dreams. That means there is a fashion which is definitely very, very in and popular in the urban areas, in metro cities, as well as there is countryside dreams, which actually indicates that there is the fusion which is happening regarding the old dress of Indian culture and tradition. So fashion has always been a reflection of cultural shift, identity, and societal personal identities and transformation, especially in India and elsewhere also. In India, the fascinating style transition is underway. It's a movement. It was always a movement, actually, from the structured urban practicality to the commuter core to the nostalgic to the nature-inspired dream of countryside, which is the cottage core. And this is a transformation which off and on happens, and not only in India, but there are many other countries who are fashionable, who actually have some inclination towards fashion evolution, that in those countries also. But since we are talking about India, so fashion evolution in India is a journey. It's a fascinating journey, tales of tradition, and when tradition and modernity meet and they shape historical influence, cultural diversity, and of course a global trend, which is you will also agree that Indian fashion is definitely taking a seat or maybe influencing the world trends, global trends, especially in fashion. So from the ancient attire to contemporary styles, the evolution of fashion in India reflects the changing time, the social shift also together with this transition. So before going further, we would like to take you to the memory lane of ancient and medieval fashion. The Indian the fashion has the deep historical roots and dating back to the Indus Valley civilization. People adorn wearing the draped garments like dhotis, turbans, which are still popular in Indian subcontinent, saris, and they were made of locally produced fabrics such as cotton or silk. During the medieval period, the Mughal influence introduced a rich fabric like velvet and intricate embroidery like Jardozi, which is kind of synonymous with royalty. Nowadays, it's really, really very popular. Anybody can go and have a Zardori embroidery in their clothes, and it looks really, really very cozy and good and very royal in their texture. Now, the colonial influence and Swadeshi movement, who also have an impact on the fashion industry in India. Now, when the British colonial rule was there, they brought European styles, including structured clothing, trousers, coats, and however, during the freedom movement, there was another shift, a very drastic shift from these clothing towards the Swadeshi ideology, encourage Indians to embrace homegrown textiles such as khadi, which become a symbol of self-reliance and national pride. So, we have undergone all this transition into the fashion industry, and somewhere somehow they have also actually gave a deep-rooted reflection, or maybe a kind of a kind of thing which is very, very still we find in our psyche about the khadi, about the nation-grown textile, and we prefer wearing those kind of clothes which are homegrown. Now, when we talk about post-independence and Bollywood impact, definitely you will also agree, post-independence, the drastic change is being created by Bollywood dresses. And after independence, Indian actually fashion started blending between traditional elements and the Western influence. And they have come out with very, very cool, very, very drastic dresses after independence. The emergence of Bollywood culture forced in 1960s and 70s played a significant role in shaping Indian fashion trends. Actors like Madhubala, actors like Zinat Aman, they popularized the saris, bell bottoms, which was kind of in fashion during 70s, in fact early 80s also, and the ethnic fusion wear, making them aspirational. Even today also, when we watch movies of these actors and many more Indian actors, we definitely become nostalgic of that era, because the dresses, the kind of they carry these dresses on the screen is awesome. Now, during all this, but with the rise of commercialism, with the rise of consumerism, there are again a drastic change into fashion industry. The rise of commuter core. For years, Indian fashion has embraced efficiently sleek dresses, modern dresses, which gel with the modern city aesthetics. Now, commuter core is a style rooted in the urban dynamism, because you have to go, everybody is working nowadays in metros, men and women, they have to attend the office, they should have those kind of dresses which are easy to carry. So then the commuter core style rooted in urban dynamism, that means they have given priority towards blazer, comfortable sneakers, and versatile trouser, functional accessories, because with these dresses they have to really put their work also. So the carrying all the dresses should be easy, and it suited the fast-paced professionalism and especially in city dwelling area. So blending practicality with the contemporary trend, that is something which has taken place. And of course, there's the influence of global fashion houses and fast fashion retailers also actually encouraged, fueled this movement of dresses and fashion trends, and making all these dresses effortless. And it was kind of easy and fashionable. That was the motto. But there was again a shift in the fashion industry in the Indian continent, Indian subcontinent to be precise. The cottage core, because that is a renaissance. Because though there's the impact, but somewhere in heart, in mind, there is some dresses which are in everybody's mind, because which we have actually maybe left behind after the independence. So society actually slowly and very mindfully, they started embracing or shifting towards the cottage core fashion. And that still we see in many of the functions, many of the dresses, many of the people who actually take up these cottage core fashion, and they really carry it very, very gracefully. The cottage core romanticize rural simplicity and drawing inspiration from the pastoral life, vintage aesthetic, and many people really appreciate, not only in India but other countries also. And all these designs were actually made in such a way that that gives a feel of nature-driven design, like flowering dresses, soft linen, earthy tones that become very, very fashionable in current times. And at the same time, India designers and influencer, which is on the rise now, they are weaving all this nostalgic collection into their collections and reviving artisanal techniques like block painting, natural dyes, handmade fabric, which is in the current market. Now the question arises, why this shift? Though there are city dwellers who want to be easy dressing sense, they want to follow that, but there are some niche people who want to take up the cottage collection. But why the blend of these two? Why, what happened? So there are several factors, and first is consumerism. There are many people who want to buy certain aspect. They want to look towards a certain style, and so this was a sustainability and a conscious decision to take up these blend of these dresses. This move actually is eco-friendly. Handmade fashion reflects a desire of longevity over the fashion. So that is one of the major aspect of the shift into this fashion. Then maybe everybody wants to far from the maddening crowd. They want to have peace of mind. They want something which gel with their peace of mind, with gel with the harmony of their work. So escaping from urban chaos, that is our ultimate aim for many people. That's why they come up with modern, though they want to be modern, but with the effect of cottagecore, and that symbolizes a retreat from the hustling city life, and that resonate also individuality, and many people actually crave for individuality into their dressing and simplicity. So now, when we talk about cottagecore dress as dressing styles, it also provides a simplicity. Social media influence platform like Instagram and Pinterest have romanticized the countryside aesthetic, inspiring people to adopt soft and timeless wardrobe. And that is one of the very major aspect of this shift. Now, the future of Indian fashion, this is what many people who thinks it is immense, it is far-reaching, and over the period of time that will become nostalgic also, because even today we are actually watching some fashion shows which comprising of cottagecore Indian blend fashion on the stage. The future of it is awesome. The Indian fashion landscape is embracing technique blending between traditional and modernity. Whether one choose a polished urban style or dreamy cottagecore style, personal fashion expression has taken on the top of the selection criteria, and the fashion expression remains number one thing in the heart of this revolution. Everybody wants to have individuality. Everyone wants to have something different, and that is what make people to select these sometimes blend, sometimes cottagecore, sometimes modernity, but they gel very seamlessly with the new Indian fashion style. So as many people actually seek authenticity also, and the craftsmanship they encourage, and they actually have a nostalgic feeling about craftsmanship, and that is what is actually celebrating this rise of countryside dream of fashion and fusion. And countryside fusion dresses is one mantra which is there in current fashion style of Indian subcontinent. Today, Indian fashion is a fusion. Everybody knows that of the past and the present. And when we see the past, which is also awesome, take it to the medieval times or even in the ancient India, the fashion was already there, but maybe making it blending with a new aspirational, new modern design, that where the heart and of course the skill lies. Now there is a growing focus on sustainability and designer promoting handloom, eco-friendly fabrics and ethical fashion, because that is what people crave for. Now, social media and e-commerce have made a fashion more accessible, and Indian designers are leaving their mark on global runway. As I already mentioned, that these dresses are there on showcase, even on the platform of Miss India and Miss Universe which every year is being conducted. Now, the sari or the gown, Indian fashion evolution continue to celebrate the heritage of both, blend of both the modernity as well as cottage core. So something which is a very, very interesting subject, and we all deal with the fashion. So if you want to add something on this platform or this topic, we'll be more happy to really share your ideas with our audience also. So we'll look forward to another episode. See you there. Till then, take care and remain fashionable. Bye-bye.